Child, it looks like everybody and their mama has something to say about Beyonce's son, Sir Carter, and not in a good way. Hazel E just entered the chat to drop her 2 cents on the issue, and it seems like she also believes that Sir might have some sort of disability, which is what the internet has been speculating for a long time. And not only did she speak on Sir, she also backed Kanye West. Y'all remember how Kanye recently went on a long, unhinged rant, calling Beyonce's twins the R word? Well, Hazel E had something to say about that too, and you won't believe how bold she was with it. So, does this mean Hazel knows something we don't? And what does Beyonce think about all these people coming for her kids like this? Let's break it down. If you've been following the story, you already know that the rumors about Sir Carter didn't start with Kanye. These whispers have been floating around for years. Beyonce is known for being one of the most private celebs in Hollywood. She rarely shares details about her personal life. She's super protective of her children, but fans have noticed that she seems extra protective when it comes to Sir. We've seen Blue Ivy on stage at the Renaissance Tour, at the Grammys, and she's even doing movies now. Rumi, on the other hand, has been spotted multiple times, from the tour to the Super Bowl. So even though Beyonce is private, she still shows us glimpses of her kids. Except Sir. It's been years since he's been seen in public, and that's when the rumors started, that maybe he has a disability. Now look, Sir could be perfectly fine and just a typical little boy. But if there is something going on with him, it makes complete sense that Beyonce would want to protect him even more. Y'all already know how cruel the internet can be, especially when it comes to celebrity kids. Let's not act like folks didn't come for Blue Ivy from the moment she was born. Grown adults were out here dragging a literal baby, talking about her hair, her looks, all of it. They called her hair unkempt and threw all kinds of shady, unnecessary comments her way. And she hadn't even said her first words yet. Fast forward to now. She's 13 years old, just finding her footing and stepping into the spotlight. And what are people doing? Still criticizing her, from her hair to her clothes to just existing. She's literally just growing up in front of the world, and people are still mad about it for no reason. So is it really a surprise that Beyonce is extra protective over the twins, especially Sir? It makes total sense. She watched how the world treated Blue, and she's doing everything she can to not let history repeat itself. People act like being a celebrity kid automatically means you're fair game for judgment, but that doesn't make it okay. And let's be real, Beyonce has always been extremely private. So the fact that she's even more low-key about Sir than Rumi says a lot. She's clearly doing everything she can to protect his peace. A few months ago, fans started realizing just how much effort Beyonce puts into keeping Sir out of the spotlight. Remember her iconic halftime performance? She brought the house down, but Sir was noticeably absent. Then there was her Good Morning America interview for The Lion King. Blue and Rumi were right there with her, but once again, no sign of Sir. That's not a coincidence. She's clearly making a conscious choice to keep him away from the cameras. And honestly, after everything Blue went through, who could blame her? Beyonce is doing what any good mother would do, shielding her child from a world that hasn't exactly been kind. Beyonce has never been the kind of person to share things with the public just because. Everything she does is intentional. So if Sir is rarely seen, it's not by accident. Even Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles, stepped in to clear things up.
Well, Rumi is amazing. She's an amazing artist, like painter and creator. And so, I mean, how could they be anything else growing up in that environment? That's all we talk about is creativity and fashion and the whole thing.
What is Sir interested in?
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion stuff as much.
She said, Sir just doesn't like loud crowds or big places. That quieted things down for a bit until Kanye West decided to go off on Twitter, all because Beyonce and Jay-Z didn't help him get custody of his kids from Kim Kardashian. He tweeted, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're retarded. No, like literally." He kept ranting and said, "This is why artificial insemination is a blessing. Having children is a choice. If Twitter takes my account down, so be it. I need y'all to know Jay-Z and nobody else have any power over me." Eventually, he deleted the tweets, but not because he felt bad. He literally said he only removed them so he wouldn't get his Twitter account canceled. He tweeted, "I took the posts about Jay-Z and Beyonce's family and Jerry Lorenzo's down because I didn't want my Twitter canceled, not because I'm a good person." He went on to say, "F Jay-Z and their entire families. I always felt like the black sheep. I wanted family in this music set. I'd run on stage thinking I was doing the right thing, but I never got support. They could have helped me get leverage with my kids. Instead, they watched the Kardashians run me over." He doubled down, saying, "Somebody from my team begged me to take it down. I'm so mad I did. And now people think Jay-Z made me take it down? I got to double down. F Jay-Z and his whole family, especially his." Now, most people were not here for Kanye's disgusting comments. Beefing with Jay-Z and Beyonce is one thing, but dragging their children into it? Absolutely uncalled for. Kanye got dragged for filth for days. Most folks distanced themselves from him. But guess who didn't? Hazel E. She recently appeared on Tasha K's podcast, where she not only declared her support for Kanye, but also implied that the rumors about Sir might be true.
The comments that I've read is more so something along the line that there's some things the twins might have some kind of like issue, but the fans just want Beyonce to come out and tell the truth about what's going on with her children and be an advocate for whatever said issues might be, whatever it is. They just want her to come out and be a voice for it versus like trying to hide them, lock them in a room, act like they don't exist no more.
Then she took it a step further and said that some people think Sir might have passed away.
But based on like certain things that have come out, people are drawing conclusions about the twins. At a certain point, people thought the little boy was unalived, because they hadn't seen him in so long.
Just a nasty, baseless thing to say, especially about a child. For all we know, Sir is just a typical 6-year-old who's shy and doesn't like crowds. That's perfectly normal. Fans weren't having it. Comments started rolling in. Why is Hazel E on Tasha K's show discussing Beyonce's kids? Why in the world do you feel entitled to know if Beyonce's kids are disabled? Why is Hazel E's ugly behind even talking about Beyonce's family? I wish Beyonce really used her power the way y'all say she does, because that should have been the last time Hazel or Tasha K brought her name up. This is a whole mess, but now I want to know what y'all think. Was Hazel out of line? Should Beyonce respond? Drop your thoughts in the comments and then check out the next video.